There are good singers out here today. There are. But you know what? You got to remember where you got the style and learn how to do it. Pay attention. But first pay attention to the business.
Sam Moore, I have to tell you something very exciting. I'm sitting in front of greatness. I'm sitting in front of a legend. My gosh, you are so great. When it comes to R&B and soul music, you totally set a bar that was so high in the feeling and the emotion of every song you sang. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you, but the check, you better make sure that it's clear that I just gave you for that.
Tell me, Sam, now I know you were born in Georgia, but you moved to Miami. We're in Miami now. You've been in Miami all of your life.
Yes.
How did music begin to influence you to want to bring you to the height that you have built this incredible business to?
If I may say so, the beginning was for real because I came from a gospel background. It was a passion, a love, and also it's something that I love doing. As I speak now, I still look at that as my passion. Going into where it led me today was a fluke. I sang gospel on Sundays, or Saturdays, the weekends I was singing rock and roll. But that didn't begin like that. It began because of my opening my mouth at a club called the King of Hearts here in Miami.
Interesting.
20-some-odd-year-old kid, with his impress the boy, my buddies and whatnot. And we were walking about this club. Outside of the club, there's a sign that says, opening for MC, comedian, and whatnot. And you know how boys will be boys. And one, hey Sam. So we always doing a dare, but you won't do that one. And I look, yeah, well, do it. I bet you won't. And I went out, and I ran into the owner's father first, because he was doing it all himself at first. And I walked up and I said, hi, and he said, hello, can I let him? He looked at me, because I'm not that big, I'm not a big guy. So he said, yeah, can I help you? And I said, yeah, I can do that. I did. He said, do what? I said, that, I can. He said, you're a comedian? Yeah. We need an MC to master ceremony, like that. I said, yeah. You can do that? Yes. Can you sing? Yeah. And my boys are behind me, They just dying laughing. So he said, have you done anything professional? I said, yeah. Where? Now, here's where it gets good down. This is what I said. I said, I worked at Fountain Blue. The Fountain Blue. Yeah. What did you do there? Oh, just right there. You sang there? Yeah. Now, back in those days, you gotta understand that was not true. I'm not thinking, Who did you? Who were you on the show with? Frank Sinatra? Now you gotta understand, I'm talking to an Italian. His son is a lover of Frank Sinatra. Wants to be Frank Sinatra, although he can't sing. Okay. I said, yeah. Opening act? Yeah.
What chutzpah?
What chutzpah? He said, okay. And he's looking at me, and you would, 20, when could you start if I decide I want to, hi, get you in here. Whatever. Yeah. What about Wednesday night? Because that's amateur night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wednesday night, we'll try you out. Trial. If it works out, then we'll talk about hiring you. Okay. We walked down the street, me and my boys, we laughing and carrying on. And I didn't think he was serious. So I went home, and then they said, at those times we had telephones.
Yeah.
I got a call, and my grandmother answered the phone, and she said, some Johnny wants to talk to you. Okay. I said, hello? Oh, how you doing? Yeah. Excuse me? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I don't have anything but the gospel clothes to wear.
Yeah.
So you know what I did? I went out to the cleaners, and I took one of my gospel suits, singing suits, and I had the knees cut out, and I had left the coat like it was, and I had on the socks, right? You know,
The high socks.
Yeah. And my shoes, you know, and they shine to the toe. Took the heels off so they could stand out like, oh yeah, I had that done. I went to the club, and he said, okay, this is what we're going to do. Sing a song. After you sing a song, then you advertise, thank you for being here, and blah, blah, blah. And then we're going to be working. Watch me, Sam. Then lead you into bringing on the artists. Because I'll give you the list of the artists that have signed on to sing. Yes, sir. You got that? Yeah. Then I want you to, while they're getting prepared, you can, some jokes. You say you did. I said, oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, good. So I go, and I walked up, and without, introduction, I walked up on the stage. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And I did Danny Boy.
The old Irish song.
And then I stepped back. It was a nice, warm thing, Yeah, you got to understand, this is a black club.
Yeah,
So, Danny Boy, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Joke, right? Knock, knock. Who's there? Something I said dumb. That's the first night. Then I brought on the artist, right?
Yeah.
Second night, that's when Dave comes on. This guy walks up, and I'd heard about him, from the gospel days.
Yeah.
But I also heard about him doing this Dave with the singing group that sounded like Sam Cooke. And I'm going, okay, fine, Damn, that's good. Get all the Sam Cooke, sing, look, So he walks up and he said, your name? Dave. Dave, you do have a last name? Yeah. Last name. You have a last name? Yeah. Prater. I said, who? What? He said, Prater. I said, spell it. P-R-A-T-E-R. Okay, all right. What are you singing? Well, I had heard he had been winning all those contests.
Interesting, yeah.
Singing Sam Cooke songs.
Yeah.
Don't know much about history and all that stuff and whatever. Darling, you send me, whatever. So I got down to the wire, and I went on and I sang, Danny Boy. Well, I'm singing, right? And I told another knock joke. Thank you for coming to the King of Hearts. Hope you enjoy yourself. Don't forget to so and so need your drinks and blah, blah, blah. Ask your waitress if you don't have it, ask your soda. Now he comes and gives me the list, and he's got this look on his face, now, and he hands it to me, and I'm looking. Why is he looking at me? What the heck? Am I doing okay? Okay. Now go down. Then I said, now, ladies and gentlemen, this young man that has been in all the amateur shows, and he's been killing them. You all have seen him, and you know it, and you voted for him to be this and blah, blah. But tonight he's going to surprise you, show you. He's going to sing a song by Jackie Wilson, dogging me around. Oh, the crowd. Well, you got to understand, this is Miami, and Jackie was down here a lot of times to play, and not at that club, but at other clubs, right?
Yeah.
So it's okay. So he comes up, got his hair processed, pretty and everything, and they clapping and they sing, but by the fact of his presence, they like. They say, "Dang, if he could sing Sam Cooke, you know he can do Jackie Wilson." So you get it. So the guy that opened up the key, another Sam Early, that was the keyboard,
Yeah.
Bang, and they waited, and they started, "You better stop." I said, "Oh shoot!"
Yeah.
'Cause Jackie Wilson has started in that key, but hey, come on, I'm not a judge. And I'm standing there going, so I said, that's one. Number two, when it got to the verses, he forgot the words.
Oh my Lord.
I swear he did. To me, I was a friend to Jack. I like to believe that he was a friend of mine too. And I knew Jack, and I listened to his music, and I watched, So I said, "Hey, come on," because they were booing him and carrying on. Come on. Give him a chance. Gosh. Get him off. I said, "Yes." Try it again. I said, "Listen, I know the words. I'll help you. I'm not going to sing, but I'll help you."
Yeah.
Start it again. So they gave him the thing. "You better stop your talking." Oh, that's nice. That's okay. It's not the right key, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Got to the verse, and I said, "Can't help it. Can't help it. Much longer. My head is in a spin." Huh? Don't harm. Say what? Don't harm me.
Oh my God.
And that, when he said, the mic, he's so nervous.
Yeah.
He dropped the mic.
Oh my gosh.
It's on the stand, and he dropped the mic. So when he went over, Dom, I went over to help him to pick it up before, he embarrassed himself. When I went down, he went down. As he went down, I went also.
Yeah.
And guess what? The place went crazy. They thought that was the act.
Oh, is that hysterical?
And the manager came. First of all, he called me. And before he called Dave, because Dave had to leave. He had to leave.
Yeah.
Because he was a baker. A baker here, yeah, he baked bread. So he had to leave. So he called me and said, "Look, first of all, those jokes you call jokes, those are not jokes." Okay? Italian. Second of all, you sound stupid. Do you know any other song? Well, yeah, but don't sing Danny Boy no more. You're stupid. And I've checked. You didn't work at no Fontainebleau.
Oh, here comes that. Oh boy.
They don't even know you. You lied. And I'm going, oh yeah. As I would remember today, if doing that in those days, okay.
Yeah.
But he said, "I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to keep you. You and that young fella up there. What's his name?" I said, "I don't know." He said, "A young fella you were helping with the microphone." I said, "Oh, it's Dave." He said, "Yeah." How would you like to put together a thing with him? Because the audience loved that. The crowd liked that.
Yeah.
He didn't say audience. He said the crowd.
Yeah.
Well, how would you like the guys together? Okay. And he said, "What I'll do, I'll give you a little bit more." "Well, you're only giving me $8 a night anyway." He said, "I'll give you a little bit more, and I'll talk with the young fella, and y'all get something." And he said, 3 nights a week. Not amateur. You're not doing that no more. You just
Right.
work. Bring you on.
He's making you one of the acts. Wow.
Yeah. And that's how it began with Sam and Dave.
So this happens that you meet Dave. Listen, you went on as a duo. You sold more than 10 million records worldwide,
Yes.
which is amazing. Songs like "Hold On, I'm Coming," "I Thank You," "When Something Is Wrong with My Baby," "Soul Sister," "Brown Sugar,"
Yeah.
"Wrap It Up," "Soul Man." I mean, these are songs that are deep in the culture. of world history in music. What you guys did together. So from there, you put an act together.
Well, it wasn't an act because we didn't. Only thing it would be happening during the daytime if I had rehearsal.
Yeah.
I would do the rehearsal because he had. Not only was he a baker at night, but he had a family.
Wow.
So he had another job, you know. So I did all the rehearsals and picked the songs and whatnot. And then when he would come, he would follow my lead. Like this, if I say, "I love you for sentimental reasons," something like that.
Yeah.
And I would ask, "Well, you know that song?" And he would say, "No." I said, "Don't worry, I'll do the what you call it. You just call and response."
Okay.
I said, "I love you for sentimental. I love you," and like a preaching thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's how it happened.
How amazing.
Yeah,
How amazing.
that's how it happened.
So it was really kind of very natural and very, very just on the spot.
For me, yeah.
Yeah,
for me,
just
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
beautiful for me, yeah.
And you went on from there and started working now as a team.
Locally, yeah.
Different clubs now.
Yeah, we would go to places like Nassau, Cuba, Jamaica, Bimini.
Wow.
Places like that. And we did a lot of regular gig was at the King of Hearts. We worked there. That was our job there. But we did other things out of the country, out of the city and things like that.
When did you do your first recording and have your first hit?
The first hit was not the first hit. No, it was not. The first time you got to understand, when we were, well, I wasn't, but the manager, that turned out to be the manager of Sam and Dave, the owner of the club.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he turned out to be the manager. Yeah. And when Johnny, it got to the place, we had been doing local songs and recordings, and it went as far as maybe Fort Lauderdale, or maybe it went as far as Piran or Peokie or whatever.
Yeah.
It didn't go there. It was a local thing, But he really wanted to do what he could, but he only had so much clout to get it moved further. He needed, the big companies to do something.
Yeah.
So everybody would say he held us back. Yeah, he held us back because he wanted a better something for me and Dave, right? So when it came about, the word got back to New York and Chicago and places, that word of mouth from other entertainers that had been down here like Jackie and Sam and and even to the point the champ when he was down here, he would say he'd come by a lot of times to see Sam and Dave sing, and cut up. So the word of mouth got out. So eventually they tried us with Roulette Records and okay, but we had no style. We were just singers, I knew nothing about the big time record doing. Only thing I knew how to do was get in there and sing. And then eventually we got a little noise from a song that a young man wrote for us, and it's called "So Nice While It Lasted." And you ain't no big thing, baby, and all that.
Yeah.
And around a lot of people, and at that time I was writing a little stuff and all that stuff. But they were like pimp songs, you ain't no thing. Hey, baby, you ain't know this and all that other stuff, and you got a thing going on, and it didn't go nowhere. But one night we were singing, and never shall forget. Johnny came to us and he said, "You may have something going for you guys in the dressing room." Which one? The dressing room was where they put all the soiled towels, and and we shared it with the MC, the real MC this time, named Phil Harris, right? So He said, give me Sam. Give me you tonight. Give me. We were singing, don't play that song for me. You better get out. And Johnny came by and he said, who was it from Atlantic? Ahmed Erdogan, Tom Dow. Okay. Coming in there, Jerry Wexler. Okay. I don't know these guys.
Yeah. These are big guys.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're big guys.
They're big guys. These are heavyweights. This is the owners and the owners and the owners, you know.
Yeah.
And we sang. And the next thing I knew, they found out that we still had a contract with Roulette. No, they're not going to touch us. They don't want, understanding that they were all friends one way or the other, backbiting each other and whatnot. But I didn't know anything about it. So, but I didn't know the business part. I didn't know anything about that. I wasn't even interested in that stuff. You know, I didn't even intend to stay long into the that kind of music.
Yeah.
I really did. Yeah. So when they did get it signed and everything, I had in my mind I wanted to sing songs like Jackie Wilson and Sam Cooke, Willie John. Oh man, fool, you got a partner. And this went on for a while, and it couldn't hit. But then eventually, we got with Atlantic.
Yeah.
Signed.
And that started to make things really work a lot easier, I think, right?
But not easy, because I thought we were going to be recording in New York and everybody. We were there before even Aretha. Yeah, you know. And
of course, we speak of Aretha Franklin. I mean,
yes, Aretha Franklin.
This deep soul singer that she is.
Yeah, she was with another record company, I think, at that time herself.
Yeah.
And singing gospel, because I knew Aretha when she was a little girl, you know.
Yeah.
She and Billy Preston and all the heavyweight that could really, Yeah. So I really didn't know anything other than the other side.
Right.
So when Jerry called me, because by this time I'm living in New York, and he says, we got your recording dates and everything set up. I would say, wow. I'm thinking it's in New York, right. Atlantic Records, I got that much. Oh, yeah. You're sending you to Memphis.
Misfits, oh my gosh.
Memphis. Yeah. What I know about Memphis is blues. I don't know. And I started crying. I don't want to go down there. I don't know that it's a loan out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about it. I don't know anything about all that stuff. I just know that what I've heard is just the blues and this and blah. They're not even on the map.
Yeah.
You know? So we went on down there.
So from New York, you went to Memphis?
Yeah. I remember the first time after we got down there, we got out of the cab. We rode the bus. We rode the train. I mean, the bus down there. Yeah, we didn't have a car or anything like that. We were down there. And when I saw the theater, I thought it was a movie theater, which it was at the time. But they had turned it into. And I looked up and STAX. What the heck is Stack? What is this? And I saw this little guy, frail looking, with horn rimmed glasses, and his hair parted on one side. I was, oh God, what is going on here? Howdy, Sam. How you doing? And Dave. And I was, oh Jesus. Heard so much about you. We're gonna work together. This is done. And this is R.L. Jackson. And Al Jackson gives me, how y'all doing? Gets on in his cabinet and go to play golf. He gives us no big nothing. As standing there in this scorching sun, hot. Here comes up the sidewalk, is a young man I see with a beard, hair and everything. And he has on like a pink shirt with those holes in it, those. And he had on a pair of, to me, they told me it was chartreuse, but at the time they looked green. They were chartreuse, green shirt with a white belt. And he had on the shoes, they were white, but he had on pink socks. And I'm going, and he said, "That's one of your producers, Sam." Isaac Hayes.
Isaac Hayes.
Isaac Hayes.
Incredible.
My eyes got full of water.
Incredible.
My eyes got full of water. And then, as Isaac was coming up the street towards us, to be, for the introduction, I saw this young man come out of a grocery market, on the corner. And he said, here's his partner, his writing. And I said, yeah. Stingy brim hat, hot weather. He has on a alpaca sweater.
In the hot weather.
It's hot weather. I never shall forget that. And pants, and they were up to like paddle pushers. And his shoes and socks that has those rims, those ribs in them, Dave Porter.
That's David Porter. Oh my gosh. See, these are names like Dave Porter and Isaac Hayes that I want the younger generation, when they watch this, to do the research. And find who these, this is the beginning of the real music industry.
The real industry, And I got to tell you, and I'm glad you said something, because what these kids remember now, the ones that does remember Isaac Hayes, they remember Hot Buttered Soul and Shaft. But this man was a genius.
Oh, he was a brilliant.
He's brilliant.
Brilliant musician, brilliant producer.
Put him in there, put him in with the best. And he would have held his own. I met him, and we went and then Jim had us to go on Jim Stewart, which Stax Stewart, A.X. Axton, that's his sister. So we go inside, and he said, "We'll turn you over to them." Jim said, "I'm going to turn you over to these guys, and they're going to be your writers and the producers." Okay. Well, you learn songs and blah, 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 blah. It's not like today. You had to sing. You had to know how to sing. You had to bring something to the table, to get attention, to the producers. And when the first songs they started playing, well, what I didn't know at the time, my friend, is that they were trying every song that had been done or written to find an avenue a niche to put us in, to start us on the way. And I didn't recognize that. I said, okay, new kid on the block. First song, can't you find another way of doing it, baby? Because ain't you? Oh, no. Jody Ryder, Jody got your girl and gone. And all. What is all of this? What is these songs? Now, when I did the one song, can't you find another? I did it purposefully country, because I hated it. And they, Sam, we don't want you to. Don't sing it country. We want you to sing it, like a rhythm and blues or
soul.
Soul. Put this into it, Sam. I'm not going to tell you a lie and said I didn't try. I didn't try. I just continued singing. They kept putting that stuff, and it wasn't moving. But that's But they kept Isaac himself kept pumping stuff, song after song. And sometimes when everybody would leave, he and I would sit to the piano, and I just started singing songs that I, say from other entertainers in those days. We would laugh and say, "We're gonna get a hit on you, sir. We're gonna get a hit on you." So I wanted to sing some of that. They said, "No, you can't do the couplets right over. You just do this." And they kept on until they came upon, "Hold On, I'm Coming." The attention of Sam and Dave came. We started making some move in the head. You don't know like I know. And then everybody, and it went from there and then the other side. And, well, when they hit "Hold On, I'm Coming," I didn't like it either.
Really?
No, I didn't like it either. Because they wanted bluesy at first.
Yeah.
Don't you ever, this is what David Porter had presented as the open lines to the song. So now, they put it out, not in the bluesy side, but they put it out what you hear. About 10 days later, I would believe, as I recall, those records were called back in. Because they were, now watch this, they were, today what you see on TV, nasty and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Back then, Hold On, I'm Coming was not going to cut it.
Wow. Too risque.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure,
yes,
too
sir.
risque.
Yes,
what
sir.
different times there were. Yeah,
Isn't it? I mean, Hold On, I'm Coming. They went off. I mean, Jerry and those, like, what are you doing? You can't, no. That's too suggestive.
Yeah.
You got to chase that title. And some of those, because the word, hold on, I'm coming. Come on, and you got, hold on. Well, you got all that together. Break it up. Hold on, I'm coming. Like that. Yeah. Don't hold on, baby. I'm coming. Oh my God. Nobody.
So you guys are trying to find out how to really phrase this in a way.
Isaac suggested that. In a way, he said, we got to break this up. Because at first we tried, hold on, and Dave said, come on, baby. And I said, I'm coming. And that's getting worse.
Yeah.
That's getting worse,
Yeah.
So Isaac said, let me work on this. So David Porter had to go to the loo at the bathroom. And as I'm sitting next to Isaac, he's working. He says, hold on. He said, say something. I says, hold on. He says, hold on. He said, hold on. He said, now hold it. He said, let me do this with you. He said, hold on, I'm coming, together. We never harmonized, it was just blending. Yeah. I'm coming, hold on, I'm coming. That's when he said, Porter, I got it, Porter, I got it. Porter from the bathroom said, hold on, I'm coming, in the bathroom, yeah. And he came out, and they got together and said, now, let's sing it down. While David is there, because he's alleged the writer, and stuff. And you think, no, we can't sing it bluesy like that, Porter. No, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like this, dun 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 dun, and the horns and stuff like.
Yeah.
And that's how the beginning of that stuff.
That is amazing. But when you think about this is history. History in the making of what.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
It's amazing how each song and each event that you've been involved with. I mean, all this here. Listen, you've had live appearances with Bruce Springsteen, Don Henley, Sting, Elton John, Billy Joel, Annie Lennox, Joe Cocker, Phil Collins, Vince Gill, Ricky Martin, James Taylor.
Yeah.
It's amazing the influence that you have passed on to generations and generations.
I never knew that, Don.
Unbelievable.
I never knew it.
It's unbelievable,
Yeah,
Sam. It's
I never knew it.
And it's amazing because you are extremely humble in a way, the fact that the message that you sent out with the music that you and Dave did, which is really very, very powerful, every note you sang reached people in their lives that to this day, that music is still influencing people.
From the beginning up until now.
Yeah.
And you're going to be talking to my wife pretty soon, and I think she'll concur. I never felt that I was an influence on these people. And even times when people say, well, I want to sing with Sam. And I'm going, I don't even know him. He doesn't, how does he know me? And it would drive her like, where you stop? But
that's amazing.
Truthfully, and even if I did something with another artist, respectfully, I would say, how you want me to do this?
Yeah.
How you want to? And they would say to them, and I didn't understand it at the time, give me Sam Moore.
Yeah.
I am Sam Moore. No, Sam. Don't change it, and just give me how you say it.
Yeah.
We'll do the editing and whatever we got to do. Probably not. We're going to keep everything. And that was it.
But you created a style and a sound and a phrasing that is so unique, and it is so you. It is all about
I guess
you.
so.
It's very powerful. Let me say, in closing, we have many young musicians that are out there and they're listening to your word and they're watching this on their computer, on their phone, on their TV, how they watch this.
Yes.
What message would you give, in closing, to the next generation on how they can prepare themselves for this crazy music business?
Let me say this, please, because this has become a very humbling, hurtful thing. I learned from the streets of gospel. There are good singers out here today. There are. There are good singers out here. But you know what? You got to remember where you got the style and learn how to do it. Pay attention. But first pay attention to the business.
The business part, yeah.
Business. Learn the business and learn how to take care of business first. And from there, you can go from there. But the record, I don't think it's going to ever be like it was back then. You know why? Because the record companies is not looking at that no more. The closest I said at the time of it coming out, I thought that would have held on was Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
I heard it. I said, God, got it. We got it.
Yeah.
It is so sad. These kids, they don't understand. You around here talking about how great you are and how this, you're forgetting Jackie Wilson, Billy Preston, Aretha Franklin. Huh? I'm calling some heavyweights here, man.
These are names to do the research.
Names, man, names that I have performed in front of, on the same show with, open for, and Wilson Pickett, Otis Redding, Billy Eckstein.
Yeah, great singer.
Okay. These are people, listen to these are singers, singers that don't need all the
fancy stuff that goes along with it.
You don't
that they
need
have
it.
today. Yeah,
Don't need
interesting
it.
point. That's an
Yes,
interesting
you don't
point.
need it.
That's a very interesting point. Well,
You don't need it.
This is profound because
Thank you.
the names that you've mentioned are names that I want this next generation to do the research. Go and find out their music.
Yes.
Check out who Billy Preston and Aretha, Wilson Pickett, Jackie, all these great names. Do the research and draw from them so they can develop their own style.
Ray Charles.
Oh, Ray Charles.
You gotta understand the fact that Ray Charles was a big star and the man. But you know what helped him to be a big star, the big man? Billy Preston. Billy played behind it.
Yeah. Billy was magic. Billy was magic.
Say it again. He was magic.
Billy was magic.
Okay. Aretha was magic.
Magic, yeah.
You know, you be calling out. I'm not taking anything from Marvin because Marvin was magic. Marvin Gaye was magic.
Marvin Gaye was great, yeah.
Oh, buddy. You know, Levi Stubbs, magic. You understand? But you never hear, well, Motown. Motown, yes. What about Motown? All they got to do is look at the documentary of Motown with Barry, and Smokey. And you'll hear the real thing.
Smokey Robinson, absolutely. You know, I told you early on, I'm sitting in front of greatness. I really am, Sam.
I'm honored. Thank you.
You influenced me when I was young growing up and I heard your music. It was just so soulful.
Thank
and
you.
It spoke to the core of what emotion and feeling and music was supposed to be about.
Thank you.
And you did that. And because of that, I thank you.
And behind all of that, I thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
You didn't have to do it, but I thank you. Thank you.